You have felt alone, undervalued, that no one supports you, and no woman has given you free rein to have a relationship with you. You can even be attractive, but things just don't work out, and women end up being disappointed. So, what happens to you? You feel that you have many outstanding qualities, but even so, no woman notices it. Why not? What's wrong? Why are there men who stand out more than us? It's as if your efforts go unnoticed, or perhaps you've experienced relationships where you feel like your boundaries and value aren't being respected. You found yourself in situations where you feel sad or don't fit in. Perhaps all of this resonates with you, and let me tell you that you are not alone. I understand you, and many of us have already been through this situation. I'm here to help. If you don't do what I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter if you're attractive or have a lot of money. You simply won't attract women. Follow my instructions, and you will become irresistible. Today you will find the formula to become a man of high value, and that not only women notice it, but also your friends and co-workers. But beware, there are 7 keys that you must listen to. If you fail in just one, my friend, the whole plan will collapse, so stay until the end. Join me to learn about these 7 traits of a man of high value under the lens of Stoicism. Now, without further ado, start. Number 1. A high-value man takes care of himself and has healthy boundaries. In today's busy world, self-care is often relegated to the background. However, for the Stoics, physical and mental well-being is fundamental to achieving eudaimonia, the state of happiness and full fulfillment. A Stoic man cares about himself not only out of vanity, but because he understands that his body and mind are essential tools for navigating life's challenges. As the Roman philosopher Seneca said, "A healthy body is a healthy mind." A Stoic man recognizes the importance of regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep. Not only do these habits strengthen your body, but they also improve your mental clarity, mood, and ability to handle stress. Even so, if we go beyond the physical, a Stoic man takes care of his mental health with the same diligence. He practices mindfulness, a Stoic technique that allows him to be present in the moment and observe his thoughts and emotions without judgment. This helps you build resilience in the face of adversity and maintain a positive outlook even in difficult times. Another form of self-care is in which a Stoic man understands that addictions, whether to harmful substances or behaviors, keep him off his path to eudaimonia. He exercises self-control, a key virtue of Stoicism, to avoid falling into the clutches of addictions and thus maintain his freedom and well-being. Do you smoke a lot? Do you drink too much alcohol? Do you eat a lot of junk food? Have respect for your body. No woman likes a man with vices. Are you looking for a woman with vices to start a family? In the case of employment, would you hire a person with vices for your company? No matter how prepared you are, you wouldn't. A Stoic man treats himself with respect and dignity, recognizing his value as a human being. This is reflected in his actions, his words, and the way he presents himself to the world. This self-respect extends to his relationships with others. Set clear and healthy boundaries, avoiding codependency and taking responsibility for their own actions and emotions. A Stoic man is not a perfect being, but he is an individual who constantly strives to improve and reach his full potential. By taking care of your body and mind, cultivating self-control, setting healthy boundaries, and seeking help when you need it, you become an example of eudaimonia to those around you. Number 2, a man of high value takes initiative. In the field of relationships, a Stoic man is distinguished by his proactivity, clarity, and honesty in communication. These principles, based on Stoic philosophy and modern psychology, make you a reliable and secure partner. Marcus Aurelius affirmed that the best revenge is to be different from the one who committed the injury. In this sense, a man of courage does not passively wait for the actions of others, but takes the initiative, planning and communicating with confidence and clarity. This attitude aligns with the Stoic notion that we should focus on what is in our control, while accepting what we cannot change. Epictetus taught that we should not worry about events that are beyond our power of influence. Therefore, a man of courage does not stop at the inaction of others, but moves with determination towards his goals, maintaining constant communication and making sure that his intentions and feelings are known, reflecting a deep understanding of human psychology and the importance of emotional safety. Also, you can't expect a woman to contact you, plan a date, or start something. Do this as if it were second nature. Being busy shows that you are a focused man with commitment to what you do. However, someone too busy to communicate is wrong. If a man is not interested, he communicates and moves on. And if he is interested, he will communicate regularly. Plan dates to make the girl he likes feel safe. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, said that knowing your own darkness is the best method to deal with other people's darkness. By being aware of your own needs and wants, you can communicate effectively and transparently, avoiding misunderstandings and providing a sense of stability and predictability in the relationship. A Stoic man values transparency in communication. If you are not interested in a relationship, express it honestly and respectfully, thus avoiding hurting the other person's feelings. Similarly, if you're interested, you show it through your actions and words. You communicate regularly, plan dates, and make sure your partner feels valued and safe in the relationship. A Stoic man of high value also avoids ambiguity and lack of communication. It is expressed clearly and directly, avoiding puns or confusing messages. This allows your partner to understand your intentions and feelings, thus dispelling doubts and creating a solid foundation for trust and intimacy. Number 3. A high-value man has financial responsibility and family well-being. In a world where financial stability plays a crucial role in everyday life, financial responsibility becomes a fundamental characteristic for a high-value man. Sure, I'm not saying that if you're not a person with a lot of money, you're not a high-value man, but it's important that you have responsible financial management, because this not only reflects a man's ability to manage his material resources, but also his emotional maturity, his commitment to family well-being, and his ability to plan for the future. Seneca taught that virtue lies in self-control and autarky, the ability to be self-sufficient, which is reflected in money management. It is not the man who has little, but the one who desires more, the one who is poor, Seneca said, suggesting that wealth is not measured by the number of possessions, but by the wisdom with which they are managed. A man of high value, then, is not necessarily rich in monetary terms, but rich in character and in the ability to manage his resources. This skill is crucial, especially in a fluctuating economy where financial stability can be elusive. Such a man understands that being financially responsible involves meeting his obligations, such as paying debts on time, a practice that reflects integrity and reliability. Even in the face of economic adversity, resilience are indicative of its value. It is not defined by circumstances, but by how you respond to them. Aristotle said, "Excellence is not an act, but a habit." Thus, financial excellence is achieved through consistent and prudent decisions, not only in times of plenty, but also in times of scarcity. Ask yourself if you are a high-value man who meets this characteristic. Do you make wise financial decisions? Do you plan for the future while living the present wisely? These are key questions that reflect your philosophy of life and your psychological competence. A Stoic man recognizes the importance of being a provider for his partner and children. He strives to ensure the material well-being of his family without neglecting his own personal growth. This responsibility not only involves covering basic needs, but also providing opportunities for development and growth to their loved ones. Number 4. A man of high value is not an easy person to conquer. Women don't want to spend time with men who are giving themselves away all the time. Really, both men and women are looking for a genuine connection that is not based solely on instant gratification or ease of access. In addition, the initial attraction based on novelty or easy conquest can quickly diminish if there is no basis of mutual respect and admiration. This reflects the idea that when they see a woman who really behaves very easily, and they get everything very easy from her, they usually don't have that attraction that there was in the beginning. Stoic philosophy reminds us that lasting relationships are built with time and effort, and that patience is a virtue. And it is that by nature men like a woman who is not easy. So women like that too. If you are someone easy to conquer, do not be surprised that the people you attract are those who are attracted by what you have and not by what you really are. In Aristotle's words, friendship is a soul dwelling in two bodies, suggesting that true connection arises from an appreciation of the other person's essence, not just their possessions or outward appearance. Self-worth should not be diminished by the approval of others, and meaningful relationships require time, effort, and a genuine appreciation of others beyond the surface. As Seneca pointed out, what is obtained without effort is held without appreciation. The process of conquest not only represents a means to achieve an objective, but also contributes to valuing the result. When one person invests time, effort, and dedication in conquering another, the bond that is created is imbued with a special meaning and emotional depth that is not achieved when things are obtained easily. Studies have shown that people tend to be more attracted to those who represent a challenge. This is because the difficulty of conquest activates the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and other neurotransmitters that generate pleasure and motivation. Importantly, the concept of defiance does not imply cruelty or manipulation. It is about finding a balance between ease and difficulty, where conquest represents an exhilarating adventure and not an insurmountable barrier. Women, like men, value mystery and intrigue in relationships. When a man is too available and revealing from the start, it can create the feeling that there is nothing more to discover or conquer. Number 5. A man of high value practices the law of reciprocity. In the complex world of human relationships, the law of reciprocity plays a fundamental role in establishing healthy and balanced interactions. This law, present in both Stoic philosophy and modern psychology, teaches us that the way we treat others is usually reflected in the treatment we receive in return. As the Roman philosopher Seneca noted, treat others as you would have them treat you. The law of reciprocity is based on the idea that our actions and attitudes toward others elicit a similar response from them. If we show kindness, respect, and consideration, we are likely to receive the same in return. Conversely, if we are inconsiderate, selfish, or manipulative, we are likely to face negative consequences in our relationships. The law of reciprocity does not imply keeping a score or keeping a record of who gives and who receives more. Instead, it is about seeking balance and harmony in the interaction. This means paying attention to the other person's needs, feelings, and actions, and responding appropriately to what we receive. In the event that the law of reciprocity looks out of balance, it is important to take steps to restore balance. If a person consistently gives attention and affection, but doesn't receive the same in return, they may experience frustration, resentment, and even emotional pain. In this type of situation, open and honest communication is essential to express needs and expectations. If the other person is unwilling to change their behavior, the relationship may need to be reconsidered. Pay attention to the other person's actions. Does he look for you often? Does he listen to you with interest? Does he show you affection and support? Respond proportionally to what you receive. If he treats you with kindness and respect, do the same. If they ignore or neglect you, it's important to notice and communicate it. Avoid manipulation and revenge. If you're feeling hurt or frustrated, seek to express your emotions constructively, not through power plays or negative attitudes. Communicate openly with the other person. Express your needs and expectations clearly and directly. Listen carefully to what she has to say. In short, the law of reciprocity teaches us that the way we treat others has a direct impact on the quality of our relationships. By understanding this principle and applying it in our daily interactions, we can foster healthier, more balanced and fulfilling relationships. Number 6. Emotional stability and resilience. Emotional stability is about being able to manage emotions, especially during stressful situations. It's not about never feeling upset or angry, but about how these emotions are handled. A partner who can maintain a calm demeanor, think clearly, and communicate effectively during difficult times is invaluable. This trait has to do with resilience and the ability to stand firm, providing a stable foundation for the relationship. An individual's ability to hold his chin high in the face of adversity and overcome difficult times rather than cower in the face of them ensures man's temperance and high courage. Knowing how to improve in this way is a great starting point for most men. It's not about becoming Superman overnight. It's about working towards a resilient state of mind. Maybe you want to support your spouse through difficult times at work. Maybe you want to become the rock of your work so that people will turn to you when the going gets ugly. Whatever his situation, The fact remains that a man must be able to show strength when the occasion calls for it. Keep your head high, stand up to help those around you, and solve any problem with dignity and strength. In today's complex world, where challenges and adversity seem to be the norm, emotional strength becomes a fundamental characteristic for personal and relationship success. Emotional stability is not about denying or repressing emotions, but about developing the ability to manage them effectively, especially in stressful or difficult situations. An emotionally strong man is not defined by his absence of emotions, but by his ability to recognize, understand, and express them appropriately. This involves staying calm in times of tension, thinking clearly in the face of adversity, and communicating effectively with others, even when emotions escalate. Resilience, the ability to overcome obstacles and adapt to change, is an essential component of emotional strength. A resilient man does not give up in the face of difficulties, but uses them as opportunities to grow and learn. This ability to stand firm in the midst of the storm provides a solid foundation for building strong, lasting relationships. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What disturbs us is not the events themselves, but the way we interpret them." While Seneca also leaves us with a valuable lesson that I said, "Strength does not consist in not feeling pain, but in feeling it and moving forward." Emotional strength is not an innate gift, but a skill that can be developed and strengthened with practice and dedication. There are several strategies that can help cultivate this quality, such as 1. Practice mindfulness to increase awareness of one's own emotions. 2. Develop relaxation techniques to manage stress and anxiety. And 3. Build positive and supportive relationships. In short, emotional strength is an essential characteristic for personal and relationship success. By developing this capacity, men can navigate life's challenges with greater confidence, resilience, and wisdom, building stronger and more meaningful bonds with those around them and contributing positively to the world around them. Number 7. Good communication skills. Effective communication is key in any relationship. It's about being able to express thoughts, feelings, and needs in a clear and respectful way. Good communication involves active listening, empathy, and the ability to discuss topics without resorting to hurtful language or actions. In the complex web of human relationships, effective communication stands as a fundamental bridge to connect with others, build lasting bonds, and overcome the challenges that inevitably arise along the way. From a Stoic and psychological perspective, effective communication is not limited to a simple exchange of words, but involves a deep understanding of the emotions, needs, and perspectives of those around us. A key element of effective communication lies in the ability to express our thoughts, feelings, and needs in a clear, concise, and respectful manner. This means avoiding ambiguities, contradictory messages, or language that could be interpreted as offensive or hurtful. By expressing ourselves clearly, we allow our interlocutors to understand our ideas and feelings accurately, thus avoiding misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. Effective communication is not a monologue, but a dialogue that requires active listening by all involved. This means paying full attention to what the other person is saying, not just the words, but also their emotions, gestures, and body language. Active listening allows us to understand not only the literal meaning of words, but also the intention and emotional message underlying them. In addition, to achieve truly effective communication, it is essential to develop empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. This involves putting yourself in the other person's shoes, seeing the world from their perspective, and understanding their emotions, thoughts, and motivations. Empathy allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, creating a space of trust and mutual respect where communication flows naturally and fluidly. In every relationship, disagreements and differences of opinion inevitably arise. Effective communication gives us the tools we need to address these challenges constructively and without damaging the relationship. This involves avoiding falling into personal attacks, yelling, or emotional manipulation. Instead, it's about expressing our opinions assertively, defending our points of view clearly and firmly, but always with respect for the other person. Now, recommendations so that you can communicate correctly. First, choose the right time and place to talk. Then express your thoughts and feelings clearly and honestly. It's important that you listen carefully to what the other person has to say and avoid interrupting or judging. Ask questions to clarify any doubts and show empathy and understanding. I wanted to validate the other person's emotions because you would also like to receive the same. Stay calm and respectful, even in difficult situations. Remember, and I repeat the words of Marcus Aurelius, what disturbs us is not the events themselves, but the way we interpret them. Effective communication is a fundamental skill for success in any relationship, whether personal, professional, or family. By developing this capacity, we can build stronger and more lasting bonds, overcome challenges constructively, and create an environment where trust, respect, and mutual understanding reign. Understanding these qualities can provide deeper insight into what high-value men are looking for in a life partner. Whether you're single, dating, or in a relationship, reflecting on these traits can help you understand what you might be looking for in a partner, or how you can be the best version of yourself in your relationship. Remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. Cultivating these qualities within yourself can not only make you a better partner, but also lead you to a fuller life. Before you leave, remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. That way you will be informed when more Stoic tips like this one come up.